Welcome back to another part of Vehicle Legends. And where join me today, we're gonna be trying to not buy something with anything what it tried to do so as well. And because right now we're gonna be reading across all of the cars inside Vehicle Legends. So we're back at this game and we're gonna be going inside of the dealership and we're seeing inside of their selves as well. Now, as you can see inside of the dealership, we have checked out all of the cars instead of the free camera as well. We take a look inside as you entering inside of the garage, and you can use some sort of a free camera on your PC. And I definitely never noticed that some sort of a new dealership that just completely open home, and I just probably see that thing over here. That's some sort of for a photograph onto that some sort of a one thing. And this is outside of the dealership, and this isn't gonna be probably closed. Then I can see the map anyways, that I just never tried like this before. It's time to read all of the cars and load it out and see what it does. But first thing that I just completely spawned and unfortunately does not able to load. I think there it is. We start at blue, and this is an Alpine A110, and it's a sports coupe, and it's probably, I'm not going to be purchased like this, and the top speed is about 199 miles per hour. We can't explode out, but you can open all the way up, and all doors that you open. There must be a trunk space in the front, and there must be a rear engine on the back. We just gonna be trying to close down, and we'll see that you can turn yellow is the limited RUF CTR1, and probably we already load for just once as well. We try to open them up. Inside of the interior there's a rear engine and a lot of space in the front like this one, and we have one incredible racing vehicle that I just never saw like this, and this is absolutely for the Ferrari P50 slash, I don't really think this is absolutely for a super concept car around for this, for nothing that I just probably purchased. And that recent got removed from Driving Empire before, and I swear my Celestia, this isn't going to be nothing that I just probably excited to buy. And is it probably for just like limited? I currently have $3,460,000, and the next one that will require for a VIP exclusive is the McLaren. I know the top speed is 278 miles an hour. The next one is the McLaren 520S. 570S is absolutely for one thing that I just recently saw in Forza Horizon 4 5 years ago. That is when the year 2024 comes around here, for maximize the upgrades as well. And I'm not suitable to buy like this one, and that can requires for Game Pass, and I didn't able to be speaking Italian before like this. This is the Chevrolet Camaro, the last edition, or some sort of a ZL1 that I just didn't know about of this car. Then it was the Mark IV Supra that I don't want to buy like this. We sold the Supra, and probably it's not that really fast, and it's 158 miles an hour. This car was 165 miles an hour. That 10 miles per hour down is the Ford Mustang, which I never be able to be driving for this vehicle. I don't really think so about this one. The slowest vehicle isn't that one as well. It's the Hummer H2 or H3. The GMC Hummer probably is like this one, and another one is the Ford F-150 Raptor, and probably the Raptor is absolutely not going quite that fast. It's 124 miles per hour that I just eventually sold it to buy the most important hypercar the Maserati MC12. We got a limousine Cadillac, and this is absolutely for the limousine that is absolutely trying to purchase like this, even for such as the presidential car. Ayrton Senna's Acura NSX, the red coupe we possibly never indeed did like to do, that would absolutely try to drive, not anyways to drive like this. And the next one is the Mark V Supra, which is I completely sold for this once, that after I just completely buy for a limited time, and then I just never able to buy this, a Corvette C6 Stingray. I think this is the C7 Stingray, have any much more cars of them, and probably that must be a Jeep Wrangler. One enthusiastic vehicles like the 1980s, the BMW E30, and so it's the i8 as well. Another one must be the BMW M4. As you can remember that you recommended to buy this one, I remember I just driven this vehicle before in mobile or some sort of a tablet when I was a dumb kid, as not unusually. And then I just completely sold the DMC DeLorean, which is I absolutely sold this vehicle out of the way, because that I just most likely importantly buy for the McLaren or some sort of Maserati MC12. We got our enthusiastic cars. It must be some sort of a Fast and Furious reference. I'm not sure, it was probably looked like this. It was actually the Honda S2000. And the next one is for the Jeep Trackhawk Wrangler. I'm probably not sure. This is the Grand Cherokee Trackhawk as well. Another one is the most banned thing that we're not going to use. It was the Audi RS6 Avant, which is required Game Pass in Car Dealership Tycoon. And what I just also purchased this vehicle in Ultimate Driving, the Corvette C6 ZR1, and which is I already buy this vehicle from most likely 1 year ago, by 2022. Especially, it's over a year ago that I just completely purchased the car and should be able to stay for here forever. After some sort of, there's no refund about of this vehicle before like this. And the next one is the Dodge Challenger Hellcat. I probably like this as well. The SRT Trackhawk Grand Cherokee. I don't really think it was that kind of car. It is the Dodge Durango SRT. And another one is the SRT10, the Dodge Viper SRT10 as well. I'm pretty able to recommend it to buy this car. I don't need to test drive for this vehicle at once. The next one is the BMW X7. It was the X7 about of this vehicle. I never probably buy for this super utility vehicle we probably would ever try to buy like this. And this is actually the Ram Rebel 1500. The Ram Rebel, I never tried to buy like this. It was probably the fastest pickup truck. I'm not sure, it wasn't the fastest, but it is the fastest off-road ever. I don't really think so, that you let me know down in the comments. And the next one is the KTM, but it's really not sure. It wasn't like the KTM anyways. So next one is the BMW M4 Sports Coupe. I think this is absolutely for some sort of, I don't really know, some sort of a inappropriate sports back as well. Another one must be the Corvette C8 Z06. It's probably not a Stingray like this before, and it's being probably removed from Driving Empire, that I just completely own the ZR1 Z06 Corvette C8. And another one that I just completely sold is the Nissan R35 GTR, that I just completely sold out before I just buy one of a hypercar. I got a limited GTR Nismo over here. The next one is the Lotus Evora, 200 miles an hour. And another one is the Ford Mustang that I just already sold. Another one is the Shelby GT500, the Hummer EV that I never purchased. It was recently removed from Driving Empire. I completely owned the Ford GT. I already owned the Ford GT 2005, and another one must be a trophy truck as well. And the next one must be the Ferrari. I'm going to be turning all the way to red as well. This is absolutely for the Ferrari that I just completely sold. It's the 430 Scuderia, the 430 Rapide, or some sort of a GTB version like this one. Another one is the Ferrari 360 Modena. I recently sold another one before I just completely buy the Maserati MC12. Another one is the Audi R8 V10 Plus. I never able to buy like this thing. It was under 200 miles per hour, which is probably too bad as well. Another one is the BMW 7 Series Sedan Modified Edition. I recently doesn't not matter like this one because I'm not recommended to buy like this one. It costs $170,000. And the next one, the most banned thing, whatever it is. And this is absolutely the most banned thing of United States and all of the America. It was the Audi RS6 Avant. It must be the 2021 version, but I really think it was the 2021 version that recently allowed for United States in a limited time before that rejected out in the United States as well. And the next BMW was absolutely the BMW M8. And as I change back into normal, let's just go into the most likely spectacular Dodge Vipers ever made. Something is under 200 miles per hour because the ACR is over 200 miles per hour. I decided we tried to buy this for early on. It's 206 miles an hour. 0 to 60 is 3.37 seconds. And this is absolutely the ACR we wanted to buy. And another one is the Ferrari Testarossa. That something is going to be your favorite car. And I just completely sold this vehicle when I just purchased a vehicle for this thing in a while ago. The Dodge Viper, SRT Viper as well, 2013 as well, for some sort of a Forza Horizon version of this vehicle like this. Another one that I just completely sold is the McLaren MP4 12C that I just completely sold another one. But not this. I never able to purchase like this car before. It was 196 mile per hour Acura NSX, a track-focused version, and another one is the Tesla Model S Premium Edition, or some sort of a priced like this. Before I'll be stepping out of the dealership as well, we got a Porsches, 2 Porsches as well. The Boxsters, I think, I'm not sure that I'm just trying to count for some sort of the Cayenne, and the 992 car. I already sold. No, I didn't already sold like this thing. This is the 650S. Spectacular like this one. 220 miles per hour, and that should be the same as speed that we just gonna be trying to purchase for $207,000, $210,000. Could be the Alfa Romeo Giulia Sport Racer like this thing. It got currently removed from Driving Empire. That I already saw this car that I just completely make changes for the other kinds like this one. And another one is the Porsche 911 Off-Roader, the rally spec version of the car. I never purchased this vehicle like there before. I completely owned of this vehicle since Christmas for in a little bit of better amount of time like this, and I feel no strange about this current vehicle purchase like this one that I just since I brought here in the Christmas event in Dealership Tycoon. Another one is probably that FHRC Brony's favorites. I already own of this vehicle. It must be the Ferrari 458 Italia, and which is that I wasn't probably a kid, that FHRC Brony never driven this before. It was used for the RC cars, but better not certified like this Ford anymore, and probably using for some sort of Ferrari for some sort of revenge as well. Another one is the Bentley Continental Super Sport, the Continental GT, that I just probably never able to be owned like this thing as well. Another one is the McLaren Artura, and which is possibly the 206 miles per hour. And the next one is the Ferrari Roma. Nothing absolutely try to be favorites, but who's your favorite in the map of this car instead of a motorcycle like this? Even for the motorcycles are included into the dealership as well. Another one is the 570S. Another one probably for the 595 Speedster. I think this is absolutely the McLaren 600 anyways. And another one is the Ferrari 488 GTB. That's 211 miles per hour. I think the recently is 225. I never saw this vehicle like this before, and it's probably I'll be buying the 458 GTB instead of that. I just completely own of this vehicle. I'll be sold of this vehicle and being replaced to the 488 GTB. Another one in the hand is the F8 Tribolito that we wanted to purchase of this vehicle. I cannot able to do this before like this one. And this is the McLaren MC20, which is not better yet about of this vehicle. Another one is the Porsche Cayenne Turbo. I think this is the Porsche Carrera EV Turbo. We absolutely never able to buy because this car is under 200 miles per hour. We wanted over 200 miles per hour, go fast, and take a look at this McLaren MP4 12C GT3. I'm able to try the purchase of this vehicle because I'll be surprised that I'm gonna be purchasing for $305,000. Then the next one must be some sort of a Porsche Super Concept as well. You didn't completely purchase in a limited time. And another one is the Ferrari 296 GTB.